What century did the Enlightenment occur in? Jayla? 17th century on your whiteboard. England got a representative legislator. What is the name of that representative legislature? Good. Sterling? Parliament. On your whiteboard, please tell me. France got a representative legislator. It really sucks, but it exists. And what is its name? Good. Emily? States General. On your whiteboard, please tell me, what is it called when people, mostly women, make extra crafts and necessities to sell for profits? Good. What is it? Sophia? Home industries. On your whiteboard, please tell me what two items are the most commonly made home industries or crafts. What up? Okay, is there another one in there? Nope, then there's some right over here. Help yourself. Can you grab a handful? Grab a handful and throw some into the box, in the bucket. Jared. Textiles and spinning threads. On your whiteboard, please tell me, who's the dude who led the Protestant Reformation? Good. Katie. Martin Luther. On your whiteboard, please tell me, what century was the Protestant Reformation? Oh, I think I did that one, didn't I? Oops. No, I didn't do that one. Just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. What is it? Maggie? 16th century. What was Martin Luther's biggest problem? What did he hate the most? Good. What did he hate the most, Evan? Indulgences. You can raise your hand and tell me what indulgence is. Reagan? That was a little painful, Reagan. I know you know this answer. Lauren, what is it?
You pay the church to absolve all your sins.
You pay for forgiveness. Let's keep it simple. Pay for forgiveness. All right, here we go. On your whiteboard. Please tell me, who is the dude responsible for modernizing Russia? Good. Who is it, Madison? Peter the Great. On your whiteboard, please tell me, what is the 3 inventions that made ocean exploration possible? What we got, Tess? What century was the bubonic plague in? Evan?
14.
On your whiteboard, please tell me, what is all of my Chinese dynasties? This is like your favorite question. Is it not? Am I wrong? You do know at some point you just need to memorize this, right? Like, I don't know if you noticed, but I'm trying to do my part into making you do this. No. 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 What do we got? Evelyn. Chin.
Sorry.
Ching, there you go. All right, here we go. On your whiteboard, please tell me, what is the name of the emperor that sends Zheng He out to go collect science and technology? He also writes an encyclopedia. What do we got, William? Yongle. On your whiteboard, what justifies the rising and falling of a dynasty in China? Reagan. What are the 3 causes of the mandate of heaven? What is seen as the God's will or the mandate of heaven? Come on. This can't possibly be your best. Oh, Lord. Lily!
Rebellion, natural disasters, and invasion.
Did you do what you were supposed to do yesterday and write this all down? Sweetie, I don't care about the excuse. I don't.
Oh, really?
Cool. When?
For the exams.
Cool. So I'm sitting here working every single day doing it, and you're just going to wait till the end? Cool. That's annoying, Slav. You have a job, and your job is to do your work. Sitting here wasting my time is annoying as hell, and flagrant, and rude. Rude as hell. On your whiteboard, please tell me, what is the name of the longest Mongol-controlled region? What do you got, Alexa? What is the name of the most famous Yuan ruler? Katie. Kublai Khan. Who's the famous visitor of Kublai Khan? Who is it? Emma. Marco Polo. On your whiteboard, what is the name of the feudalistic government in Japan? Who is it? Madison. Nara State. Who overthrows the Nara State and creates a centralized government? Jared. Do you see the difference between the two? Okay. On your whiteboard, Tokugawa closed the doors to Japan and leave them open to only who? Come on, Claire. What do we got? Emily. Dutch. On your whiteboard, please tell me what will cause the collapse of both the Yuan dynasty and Western Europe feudalism? Shannon. Black Plague. On your whiteboard, please tell me what cultural expectation and wealth status was created by the Song dynasty, then will be later used by the Ming and Qing. What do you got, Joey? Foot binding. On your whiteboard, please tell me what is the name of the dynasty that conquered the Tang. Oops. The Tang conquered what territory? There we go. What is it? Lily. Vietnam. Hi. Let's talk for a second. I'm a little annoyed. I don't know if you've noticed, but some of these questions are the same questions I ask every single day. In case you also haven't noticed, we're on day 4 of review. Now, by now, you know exactly how this review looks, correct? You come in, you do a do now, and where does that do now come from? Your review packet, verbatim, yes? Then we do whiteboard questions, and where do those whiteboard questions come from? Verbatim, right? Then, once we complete our review of the whiteboards, what do we then begin doing? The packet. Now, ladies and gentlemen, who is instrumental in both of those last 2 activities? That would be Samantha Bennett. You know, the one forcing you to process the information by doing whiteboards with whether you like whiteboards or not personally, it doesn't matter. You will see that you have learned the content much better because of them. Would you agree? That's Samantha Bennett. Oh, also the Samantha Bennett who is going to write down exactly what you need, that you will copy said information down into a packet, and if you do exactly what I tell you, then you turn it in for 150 points. That's Samantha Bennett? Yeah, that's me. So I don't know if you see how much work I am putting in to your review for a test that has no impact on me. Your midterm has 0 effect. You could all fail next Tuesday, a week from today, and it has 0 effect on me. Doesn't affect me. Why? Because I teach AP. My scores are all based on the AP exam. So your midterm score has no effect on me. Why am I doing all this? Why am I sitting here forcing the information down your throat? Oh, and then writing the information out, so all you have to do is copy it. By the way, why am I doing that? There's an agreement in my classroom. Who can raise their hand and tell me what the agreement is in this classroom? Emma. There you go. So right now, are you working for me or am I working for you? I'm working explicitly for you. Explicitly. How many other teachers are sitting up here every single day and writing 6 hours in a review packet that has a benefit to them? Zero. Zero. So when you show up to my class and you cannot answer simple questions that I have asked numerous times, and there are holes in your review packet, that is rude as hell. Because all I'm doing is showing up every day doing my job. Yeah? And keep in mind, this isn't my job. Most of you just said that you had no other teacher sitting up here and is as hands-on in the review as such. That is the deal that is in my classroom, yes? You work your butt off for me all year, yeah? This is me showing that respect to you. That's how this works. With that being said, it is rude as hell. I have people showing up to my class who can't answer simple questions, who don't have their packet done. Now keep in mind, I do know I write fast. I do know their content is coming quickly because we only have a certain amount of time, and I hope that you appreciate my urgency so I can complete the packet in class with you. On the flip side of that, you know I have a video which will record everything I do. So God forbid you don't catch something in class, what can you do? You can watch the video. So your girl up here, who is literally doing this for 6 hours a day, writing, reviewing, shoving this information down your throat, has made it so you can be as easily, you can review as easily as possible. And then I have people who are coming into my room who can't answer simple questions that I've been asking for 4 days. If you hear a little bit of bitterness, resentment, hatred, and just straight up, I can't believe I have people being this rude in my classroom, you're hearing correctly. Do your job. Do your job. Do your job. That's all I'm asking. All you have to do is copy down what I said, and then I'm supposed to give you 150 points. That's it. It's a respect thing. It's the same type of thing. When I'm asking you to do a lot of work for me during the year, right? When it's on the other side, I make sure I hold you accountable, correct? Same type of thing. You need to hold yourself accountable for what I'm asking. I'm doing this for you. Do your job. That's all I want. You come, you do your job. I have no complaints. Now, I'm going to say about 85% of you are exactly where you should be. So this conversation is mute for 85% of you, and I appreciate that, and I see you, and you all know that you have the confidence to walk into my exam in a week. Can we agree? For the other 15% that have not caught up, aren't trying to catch up, cannot answer the same questions, it is rude as hell. Figure out your shit, get it done, and come to class ready to go. Because if you think I am not petty, girl, check me, please. Because I am as petty as one can be. With that being said, if I keep having people flagrantly showing up to my class, not putting in the effort, which I'm just asking minimal effort, can we agree? You have no outside work. All you have to do is show up, and I'm literally just going over the damn packet that I wrote for you, yeah? I will happily say, do you, and walk away. There's no video that has this. This is a brand new exam. You know this. It's a brand new course. I will happily walk away, and you can finish this packet on your own. And it better be up to quality standards because there's still a lot to go. There's still a lot to go, and I am more than happy to walk away. Because your girl has tons of other things to do. Because, like we just said, this is a brand new course. Do you think I'm perfectly planned for January? No, I haven't made any of your tests yet. I have tons of stuff I could be doing and focusing on me. I'm not. I'm sitting here doing this. Do your job. All I want. Is everyone clear? If you're behind, pull your shit together and get to where you need to be. The information's out there. It's accessible. Do your job. That's all I'm asking. I do mine. You do yours. Everything's fine. Annoying as hell. It's rude as hell. Dows is where we'll start. Just a friendly reminder, I am petty and I will walk away. Do you doubt that? Good. Emily's like, hell no, I don't doubt that. Girl, you are right. I got no shame in my game. Okay. Dows. Used by the Arabs Now, look where I'm writing it because I'm going to be drawing a picture here in a second. So, used by the Arabs in the Arabian Sea. The Indian Ocean Basin. And very limited in the Yellow Sea. They are triangular in sails with a flat back. Okay. And what I'm coloring in are their sails. As you can see, they are black. Well, they're not black, but they are triangular. And there are 3 major poles that hold them in place. Alright, so it is important that you see that they have triangular sails and they have a flat back, which of course they use a rudder for. And that's what dhows look like. Oh, you didn't? Oh, so I wrote this in the wrong one? Cool. Well, it's a pretty one, so that's nice. Everyone have that one? Okay, alright. Gunpowder. There's a lot in this box. Ottoman. Safavid. And Mughal empires. They use gunpowder from Asia during the 14th and 15th centuries for their imperial expansion. They will be responsible for spreading gunpowder all the way to Europe, parentheses, Ottomans. Why? Who can raise their hand and tell me why I'm putting Ottomans next to all the way to Europe? No one has any idea. Katie? Yeah, the Ottomans to conquer Eastern Europe. Okay. Ottomans. They're Safavid. Ottomans were Sunni, while Safavid were Shiites, or Twelvers. They fought over their religious differences, and eventually the Ottomans will be the only surviving gunpowder empire. till it falls in 1917. Byzantine. It was the first Christian empire, parentheses. It was Christian from its start, while Rome was only Christian post. What document? What document, Evan? Edict of Milan. Who's the dude who wrote it? Starts with a C. He had a city named after him, and that city turns to Istanbul. Joey. Constantine. By Constantine. Last 10% of Roman existence. Eventually, due to lack of communication, between Eastern and Western Europe, it will eventually become Eastern Orthodox. The Great Schism will end Christian unification. Schism occurs, the Great Schism occurs. Because of the iconoclasm and the Fourth Crusade. Done. Arabic slave trade. Arabs have been buying slaves from Africa, from the early 600 BCE. These slaves were selected because of early agreements with traders, not because of race. Arabs allowed their slaves to keep their culture and religion. They saw slaves as tools, not property. There you go. Oh, and I need to write Arab slave trade. Will continue till the 20th century. Slav, I need that hood off. Africa, east versus west, 1200 to 1500. West Africa. Trans-Saharan trade. Trade opens because what new import? Camels. Because camels are brought to Africa from where? Huh? Middle East. From the Middle East. Islam will spread via this trade route. And eventually, entire kingdoms, like who, will convert to it? What kingdom? Mali. Like the kingdom of Mali will convert to Islam to attract more trade. Kinship groups grew into kingdoms because of bananas. Okay, East Africa. I'm going to underline it. Booming with IOB trade. Islam spread. Throughout that route. And Christianity. Parenthesis. Kingdom of who? Aksum only. Swahili. City-states. Cities that led the trade. And IOB. Kilwa. And the Great Zimbabwe. Were vital to its success. Kingdom of Mali, located along the Trans-Saharan trade route. Converts to Islam under Sundita in order to attract more Muslim traders. So you need to know Sundita, I'm underlining it, his grandson. Mansa Musa, also underlining. Will be a devoted Muslim and go on a Hajj to Mecca on his Hajj. He throws gold, devalues all gold, and puts Mali on the map. What do I mean by put it on the map? Just so I don't have to write it out. It's quicker if I just write on the map. What does that mean, Emma? Yeah, everyone's like, where the hell is Malai? Like, how is this guy like chucking all this gold everywhere? Timbuktu is the regional trade center for Western Africa. It is located on the cusp of the Saharan Desert it becomes a major cultural center and religious center of Islam in Africa due to the high volumes of Arabs using its provisions and sharing their culture. Kingdom of Ghana, located in Western Africa. They are along the coastline. And participate in the slave trade. With Arab traders and other Africans. And other Africans till the Portuguese arrive. In the 1490s, while they place ports to begin their own slave trade. Okay, to the boards. On your whiteboard, please tell me, what is the name of The first Christian empire in the history of the world. What is it, Ashlyn? Byzantine. On your whiteboard, please tell me what is the name of the document that made Rome Christian in the last 10% of its reign. Evan, who wrote the edict, or who signed it? He didn't write it, but who signed the Edict of Milan? Jared, on your whiteboard, please tell me, what is the regional trade center of Western Africa? It'll be both a cultural hub and a religious hub. What is it? Brian, Timbuktu. On your whiteboard, please tell me, what is the name of the kingdom that converts to Islam in order to attract more Muslim traders? Sophia. Malai. On your whiteboard, what is the name of the dude who does the conversion in order to foster better relations with the Arabs? What do we got? Lily. On your whiteboard, what is it called when you go to Mecca and walk where Muhammad walked? What is it, Emma? Hajj. On your whiteboard, please tell me, what is the name of Sundita's grandson who is going to go on a Hajj and put Mali on the map? William. Mansa Musa. On your whiteboard, who is going to begin slave trade in early 600 BCE and continue until the 20th century? They're the last ones to give it up. What do we got, Tess? Arabs. On your whiteboard, the Arabs don't treat the slaves like property. They treat the slaves like what? Sterling. Tools. On your whiteboard, if you are an Arab slave, you are allowed to have two things. What two things are you allowed to continue to have? Good. What is it, Emily? Culture and religion. On your whiteboard, please tell me, what two events will cause the Great Schism? Reagan. Iconoclasm and the Fourth Crusade. On your whiteboard, please tell me, what is the name of the Great Schism creates two sects. What are the names of the two sects of Christianity? Christianity. What do we got? Claire.
Eastern Orthodox and Catholic.
On your whiteboard, please tell me, during what time range? During what date range is trans-Saharan trade booming and Indian Ocean basin trade booming? No. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. The answer is what, Lauren? 1200 to 1500. Trans-Saharan trade can only occur because of what new? It's considered an invention, but it's not. What is it? Shannon. Camels. On your whiteboard, please tell me, what is the name of... Please tell me, what are the names, what do we call the cities unified like Kilwa and Great Zimbabwe? When we put them together, we call them what? No. Good, I got 1, 2. What are they, Maggie? On your whiteboard, please tell me, what are the two major cities of the Swahili city-states? Joey. Great Zimbabwe. You gotta have great in there. On the test, I'll have Zimbabwe and Great Zimbabwe. Which one's the right answer? Great, because Zimbabwe is going to be invented in 1940s. No, 1950 somethings. 57 when the British give independence by force. On your whiteboard, please tell me what is my thoughts exactly. On your whiteboard, please tell me who are my 3 gunpowder empires, please. Alexa.
Ottoman, Mughal, and Safavid.
Ladies and gentlemen, if it sounds like I'm cranky and annoyed, it's because I am. Now keep in mind, if one class messes this up for everyone else, that means I'm not doing any class. Does that make sense? It's a basic thing we're doing here, correct? You don't have any homework. You have no outside expectation. Your job is to show up and just be ready to go. That's it. I made it as easy as I possibly can. If one class screws it up, because I was pissed off at 6th period, they got the same damn speech you did this morning. If I'm going to be disrespected on a routine basis, which is what I've seen for the last 2 days, I'll walk away, friends. So make sure you tell your peers. Keep up on their shit. Yeah? Do their job. That's all I'm asking. I'm not asking you to get ahead. Do your job. That's all I care. I'm done.